Good morning. Long time no speak. Firstly, tea. Hi. It's been a time, hasn't it? It's been quite a while. Yeah, sorry about that. Hi. I cannot speak. It's been 2 months and I've forgotten how to talk. The end of last year was just like, nope, stopped making videos, writing blogs, stopped making Instagrams, was just like, nope, abort. Was beginning to feel I think I spoke about it briefly and I was like trying to make it better, but yeah, it wasn't working, so I just stopped for a few months. And actually, that's probably the best thing I could have done. I'm now feel so motivated. I've realised I really want to focus on videos and I'm taking a bit of a step back from my blog for a while, which is very new for me because not that I constantly churn out content. I was always I'll post when I want to post, but I was always what's the next blog going to be? What's the next blog going to be? What's my next Instagram? I don't want it to be like that, and I don't want it to be like that with this either. So I've taken a step back from my blog and I'm going to post on Instagram when I want to post on Instagram, whatever. Yep, hi. But I really enjoyed making these videos because it's still very new and fresh and I really enjoy it. So I really want to continue. And that is that. Does that shake the camera? Yikes. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. It's not New Year yet actually. It's that weird period between Christmas and New Year. My hair is short now. It's very exciting. Actually getting it cut again this weekend and I'm going to get the back shaved too. So it's all going on. I really like this hairstyle actually. And it goes with the shaved bit, so yeah. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions aren't for everyone, and to be honest, I kind of set myself goals and stuff throughout the year anyway, and so I know they're a bit gimmicky and find yourself in 2020, which is dumb because it's just dumb. But also sometimes they can just genuinely be helpful to realign what you want to be doing and where you're at, I love that. So I thought I would go through my resolutions from last year, see how well I did. It wasn't great. And then set myself some targets and goals and habit changing exercise thingies for next year. Let's go. Very exciting. So this was my journal from last year. Hilarious. I got to April. You'll soon see. So I'll go through the goals and I'll tell you how I did and then we can go on to my 2020 goals. So my first resolution was get organised with my blog and always have a post ready. Yeah, that didn't go very well. It was alright at the start and there was a few periods, a few weeks and then a month here and there where I would be super on it and I'd be so excited and then I'd just have nothing. And I don't want to push myself to do stuff. So I'm okay that I failed that one. Also because I'm kind of taking a step back on my blog. So that was fine. Number 2, hilarious, edit and rewrite my NaNoWriMo. No, that did not happen. For those who don't know, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month and I've taken part 3 or 4 times and have just deserted the project as soon as November has finished, and I've always wanted to go back, see if there's anything of value and actually give it an edit and stuff and just get back into writing. And yeah, no, didn't do any of that this year. No. I did start a thing called Travels in Writing, which was meant to be a writing club, and once a month I would find a prompt from a book and we could all write together, and not many people took part, and I think that kind of demotivated me a little bit. I know that in order to do things you have to do it consistently, and honestly after the first few months I kind of fell off the tracks a bit, so it would have been better if I'd have kept going. I think, well, you'll see in my New Year's resolutions for this year, but I think it's more of a focus on me as opposed to trying to make it a collaborative effort. I thought that might make it nice and keep everyone in check, but it didn't really work out like that. And that's okay. Goal number 3 was learn to crochet. Yeah, no, again, that didn't happen. I was given a crochet set last Christmas. Wait, no, the Christmas before. Oh my God. And I was like, cool, I'll learn to crochet because I love knitting, I love cross stitch, and I still haven't learned to crochet. So we're gonna move swiftly past that one. Number 4 was go to 2 new countries. Ding, 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 ding. I did this. I went to, ding, Bratislava with my 2 sisters. We also then went to Vienna and Dublin in that same trip, but I'd been to both of those places before. But Bratislava was a new place for me. That was very exciting. So that was in like March time. And then in July, ding, me and Ben went to Croatia. It was amazing. Croatia's beautiful. Would recommend. Yada, yada, yada. Very exciting. Can't wait to go to some new places next year. Number 5, complete the 50 book challenge. Yes! Ding, 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 ding. Tick, tick. The first time I've ever done it, actually, I was so proud of myself. I've always got to like the 40s and it's been a struggle and I've never managed it. This year, absolutely smashed it. I think I'm on 56, 55 or something like that. I'll put it on the screen because it will have changed. I'm currently reading 3 books. So, success. Finally, a success. Number 6 was start a booktube channel. Ding, 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 ding. Very exciting, ignoring the fact I paused for 2 months. I've started it. I'm loving it. I'm so proud of myself for actually doing it. Yay! Exciting. Number 7, start regular exercise again. I kind of did this. It took a while. In like September, I think, I joined the gym, which is like less than a minute walk away from my house, so it shouldn't have taken me that long really. But at the gym they have classes and I started a body combat class, which I'm loving. I used to do taekwondo and kickboxing when I was younger, so it's like right up my street and like exactly the kind of thing I needed. So I'm hoping to continue that in the new year, but I would consider that a hesitant tick. Just a slight, I did it. It wasn't until like literally the end of the year, but like I'm getting there. And it's not about losing weight or anything like that, which is fine if you want to, obviously, but it's mostly to feel healthy again and like feel in control of my body, you know? Number 8, organise my weeks with a journal. Well, here is the journal, the said journal in question. And I really did enjoy it at first. I was so motivated with it and like, I wasn't going to make it look super pretty because I'm not arty at all, but I did like, you know, some whatever. It just fell off the rails. When did it fall off the rails? March, April, I didn't fill in anything. I don't think it's for me. Like, I enjoyed it, but it was honestly an added stress. That's not how journaling should be. There were some things I really want to continue, mostly like the spreads, not weekly though. If I'm honest, I just organise my weeks on my Google Calendar. I'm never going to be that person that is going to a physical diary to slot in a colour-coded. I love a colour code, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't work for me, so, and I can accept that, that's fine. However, what I did enjoy, and I did fall off the rails on, but I actually kind of want to do next year, which isn't actually a goal, so I'll just mention it now, is to continue with like the list bits. For example, this page, I wrote my whole backlist, beat the backlist. I wrote all of the books I owned and I've still been doing that. As I've read them, I've been crossing them off. So this kind of page, where it's like a thing I will do throughout the year, here and there kind of thing, I want to continue. I mean, I could just honestly use, there's still so much of this notebook left, just like leave a few pages and start afresh, just like a few yearly 2020 things. Anyway, I digress, fucking hell. Where am I at? Where's my goals? My goals! Number 9, be more conscious of fast fashion, plastic free, cruelty free, that kind of thing. I think I kind of did this. I definitely tried to shop less in fast fashion. I still did, but I think that's okay. I'm not gonna just cut it all out. It's not gonna happen. Baby steps, isn't it? Baby steps is the way to do it, I think. And I definitely shopped more in charity shops. There was a video, I'll link it up here, where I did a little charity shop haul. I tried to take my reusable cup where possible to coffee shops, but that's something I also want to work on next year. I think also being better, I've tried to really think and be better at recycling this year. Like, I obviously recycle, but you can get a bit lazy with recycling in terms of like washing things out, making sure it's recyclable. And I've recently learned that if you put it in the recycling and it's not recyclable, you're just fucking up all of the recycling, which is kind of obvious, but it didn't really click until this year. So that's something I really want to work on next year. I feel like a tick, but it's to be worked on, you know? The last one was get myself into routines to complete the above. I mean, that's a very wishy-washy goal, isn't it? And I didn't do it, I don't think. There's like some parts where I was like, yeah, this is good, but not all the time. So, okay, so that was last year. It was fine. There's a few things that will make a reappearance, and I've already mentioned a few of them. But without further ado, here is my 2020 New Year's resolutions, goals, habits, things I would like to change, do, etc. I don't know, yep. Woo-woo. Okay, so number 1, you'll recognise, is learn to crochet. I don't want to let this go. I still have this crochet kit and I want to crochet. I want to do it. You know, get a grip. You can do it. You can do it, Jazz. 2020 is the year of crochet. Number 2, I also kind of touched on, is schedule in writing dates for myself. I really do want to look back at my NaNoWriMos. I really want to write this year. I love writing and it's a shame that I haven't prioritised it. It's my own fault, but it is also a shame. And I tried with the Travels in Writing group and, you know, it just didn't work for me. It felt like an extra thing I was like responsible for and had to like keep up to date, and like you don't know until you try, you know? And I tried and I'm like, no. But I do want to schedule in writing dates for myself so that I've got it like blocked out, like I'm doing this evening, this is my plan, I'm doing it, that's that. And hopefully that will encourage me to write a bit more and just generally get a bit more productive with writing, and just, even if it's like shit, like it doesn't matter, it's making the time that's important. Number 3 is focus on BookTube, which I've already mentioned, but I will mention it briefly again because, yeah, I'm going to take a step back from my blog and focus a bit more on making videos. I'm really excited. I have a lot of ideas that I'd kind of put on pause when I took a break, but I'm like ready, raring to go. There's still not going to be a schedule. I am never going to be a person that can commit to a schedule, but I'd love to focus on BookTube more, be a bit more of this community and like involve myself a bit more. So yeah. That's number 3. Number 4 is kind of linked. It's make time to include subtitles on my BookTube videos. It's a thing. It's really important. I'm annoyed that I haven't been doing it sooner. The auto-generated English ones are pretty good anyway, so it won't take that much effort. It's basically going in, you know, putting in the weird words that the auto-generated thing can't compute, add in the grammar, and I need to make the time to do it because I think it's really important to be more inclusive. Number 5, again, is to complete the 50 book challenge. Having done it this year, you'd think I might want to up it. No, I absolutely do not want to up it. I know some people do loads, some people do less. 50 is good for me. It takes into account when I don't read for weeks at a time. It also takes into account when I suddenly love reading and want to read everything. And it's just like a good middle ground for me. So I'm going with 50 and we'll see how it goes. Number 6, I would like to continue going to Body Combat and continue going to the gym. I love Body Combat, as I've just been saying, and the gym is literally a minute away from me, so it's so lazy. I'm so lazy that it like gets to the point where I'm like, but it requires going outside in the cold for 1 minute in order to get there. When I'm at the gym, it's fine. I'm like, cool, I've got this. There's like cool TVs on the cross trainers and stuff. It's getting there. And it's literally a minute away. Like, get a grip. Oh my God. Okay, number 7 is... I can't read my own writing. Number 7 is try 20 new recipes. 20 is quite a lot, but we got into... Me and Ben, I live with my partner Ben, we got into the habit, like, I don't know, like September last year, sort of-ish, of doing meal plans and going through all our recipe books that we have and like picking out recipes. It was just so nice, and it also organised our time and we knew exactly what we were eating. Or we could then like, actually no, I want curry then and I want that then. So you could like shuffle it round, whatever, but we knew what we were having for the 2 weeks. And we've kind of got out of the habit of that, and I really want to get back into the habit, and I've got a few new cookbooks for Christmas, so I'm really excited. I'm going to go through them, bookmark out a few recipes, and I really want to try make some new things this year. Number 8 is on the eco-friendly side. It's don't buy coffee in a disposable cup. I have a bamboo cup thing that I got ages ago. I do use it. I take it to work every Tuesday or Wednesday because I get a free coffee every Tuesday or Wednesday with Nero. And so my rule on that is if I don't remember my cup, then I can't get the coffee. And that's worked really well. Like, I've been like, well, I can't get it because I haven't got my cup. Or if I have to have it, I'm going to drink in. That has worked, but there's been a few times where I've been like, oh, fuck it, like, it's just a cup. And it is just a cup, but it's also like that bit there changes and flows into a lot of other things. Like, oh, it's just a cup. Oh, well, it's just like 6,000 plastic bottles. I'm not buying 6,000 plastic bottles. But you understand my gist, right? Like, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. I've got this mentality already. I'd like to just stick with it and really be strict with myself. If I don't have my cup, I'm not having a coffee. That's that. We're nearly there. Number 9 is use the library. And this ties in with my next one, which I'll mention in a minute. But I would really like to use my library a lot more. Again, it's just over there. I've been using the audiobook service BorrowBox, which is like linked with my library a lot. Like, I think I've listened to like 4 or 5 audiobooks, and I never really listened to audiobooks before. So this is amazing. Also, it's free. Like, everyone go and use your audiobook service with your library because it's literally amazing. I feel very privileged to be able to use it. Like, I know not all libraries have that, but they actually have a lot of like good new releases and stuff. So yeah, it's been going really well. However, I have not checked out a book, an actual book. Or did I check out like one book? I can't remember. I don't even think I read it. I don't, like, it's bad. I really want to actually go in and check out books. If there's a new book or I hear about it, I'm like, oh, I really want to read that. Go to the library first. That's like, I really want that to become my new first port of call. Libraries are excellent. I want to support my libraries, and I can't be like, oh yeah, support libraries, whilst also not actually using my library. So yeah. That moves me swiftly onto number 10, which is for the first 6 months of 2020, I am going to try and be on a book buying ban. I have never done a book buying ban before. I've kind of been like, oh, I'm not buying books at the moment because I have too many. But I actually do have too many. Last year, wait, I've got my piece of paper. Last year I'll link my blog down below. I did the Beat the Backlist challenge, and my aim was to read the books that I already had on my shelves instead of acquiring more. And I counted them all up and I wrote them all down, and I had 82 unread books on my shelves. 82. Yikes. So I was like, okay, tackle this. My goal was to read 25 of those 82 books. I did not read 25. I read 12, except I DNF'd one of them. So I actually only read 11. I got rid of 17 of them. I donated them. And I also DNF'd. So I crossed out the one, Truly Madly Guilty, which was one of my DNFs, because I got over halfway through. So I was like, I'm counting this. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them I started and didn't finish. So I did okay. However, I acquired so many books this year, whether they were gifts. I got a lot of Christmas books. I also bought a lot of them from charity shops, which always make me feel better for buying them from charity shops, but I'm still acquiring more books. I've just counted them a minute ago, and I have 88 unread books on my shelves. Yeah, hilarious that I thought it was 88, because I actually counted again because I've done my backlist list. Oh my god. And yeah, it's 97. It's 97. So I'm all like, oh, 88, it's gone up, it's so bad. It's actually 97. It has gone extraordinarily up, although thank god it didn't pass 100, because seriously, yikes. Back to regularly scheduled content with the knowledge that it's actually worse than I thought it was. It's gone up 6. It's not gone down. It's gone up 6. I've been thinking about this for the past few months. Like, I wonder, because I knew I was going to count them at the end of the year, and I was like, I wonder if it's gone down. Like, it must have gone down. No, I thought maybe with my unhauling it might have gone down. It has not gone down. That is so many books. So many of books as well that I really, really want to read. Like, ones that have been on my list for ages, and I'm still just like, acquire more, acquire more. So I'm setting it now. I'm going on a 6-month book ban. This is extreme for me, and I don't usually set quite extreme goals, but If I find a book that I want to read, I'm not going to stop myself getting books out from the library or borrowing books from people. I think that's fine. It's acquiring them into my home, regardless of whether they were like £1 or £7. It's time, 6 months, and then I'll check in again and I'll see how I did. And hopefully I'll actually be focusing on reading the books that are on my shelves. So many good books that I just haven't even given a thought to. I bought and I was like, oh, that sounds great. I don't even know what's on my shelves anymore, you know? That is not a good habit to get into. So maybe next year at the end of each month, then maybe I'll do like a wrap up of the books I've read from my backlist. Yeah, like a wrap up of the backlist ones, if I've got any from the library or the audiobook library, or I've borrowed any, and just kind of see and tally up where I'm reading, because I think that's really interesting. And that's that. Those are my resolutions. Do you set any resolutions or goals? What are your New Year's resolutions, in particular in regards to books, but also anything? What goals are you setting yourselves next year? What habits would you like to get into next year? I'd love to know. So leave a comment below and let me know. And that is all. This has been fun coming back to YouTube. How dramatic. I would love it if you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss a video. Not that they'll be that frequent, they'll be a bit far and few between, but I'd love it if you subscribed nonetheless, and give it a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in a new video. Bye.